Scott Twine, who scored the winning goal last weekend at home to Millwall, comes into the 11. And as for Mark Robins, he sticks with the 11 that beat Oxford United on Friday evening of last weekend by 3-2. So Redoni, Sims and Wright with Sakamoto as a front four offer a real threat to any championship defence.
Certainly players that we look to coming into today's game. Scott Twine, a player that the manager knows very, very well. I think he's an important player, the way that he links up play within that final third. And we talk about the strength and depth now. These kind of players that use that squad rotation really, really well can certainly have a big impact on the game.
Referee today is Andrew Kitchen. His assistants Matthew Jones and George Byrne, with the fourth official Oliver Langford.
A player that we certainly will know about. Actually, right, an important player for the way that Mark Robins plays, and he said something really interesting against Oxford City. The way that he pressed early on in that game really set the tempo for his side. Now, so one thing he said against Stoke away from home, they didn't press in the manner that he certainly wants his team to play. So certainly an important player with the ball, and we know we can score goals as well.
So we're all set at Ashton Gate. Bristol City versus Coventry, and we're underway. Coventry attacking from left to right as you watch, away from their supporters in the first 45 minutes. Early touch of the ball for Latter Baudier, Coventry's captain. Club captain Ben Sheaf is currently out, injured, problems with his ligaments around his ankle. Back training, should be back in the Matchday squad in the next couple of weeks. But Latter Baudier, currently the captain of Coventry. Pring. Early raid forward from Bristol City. Well dealt with by Latter Baudier. This is Wright. Sims inside the penalty area. Van Eyck. He would have fancied that after scoring against Oxford last time out.
Yeah, I was say it was one of those ones where in those one-on-one situations, Bristol City, especially against Millwall, really struggled in the wide areas. I think Sykes and Twines are two attacking players. They play quite narrow. For the space for Coventry is on the flanks. Andrew Wright getting into early. I think he'd be disappointed with that strike. They had plenty of time there to hit the target, leaning back slightly.
Pring gives it away. Redoni with some space. Sakamoto. Dickey deals with that. Coventry quicker to the second ball at present. Both sides familiar with each other this season. Coventry running out winners in the League Cup first round. Ellis Sims with the all-important goal that evening. Sakamoto. Sims tried to pick out Rodoni. Rodoni says he was fouled. Referee's having none of it.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to say to his players, just at the moment, just giving a little bit of Coventry, a little bit too much time on the ball. Mark Robins' side is certainly a possession-based side that like to use the width really, really well, but I think he just wants his side to start with a slightly higher tempo to go and press Coventry to stop them playing early on.
Liam Manning, third job now he's in charge of. Was in charge of MK Dons and Oxford previously. Here at Bristol City now since November of 2023, alongside the longest serving manager in the second tier of English football, Mark Robins. So Coventry supporters you can hear. Pring. Bird using his body. Pring picks out Armstrong. Well blocked by Binks. Tanner picks up the ball for Bristol City. This is Knight. Armstrong's inside the penalty area, so is Pring. Pring the target. Needs to be dealt with, but the flag goes up.
Yeah, better play there from Bristol City. First time really they've had any really dominant possession in Coventry's half and making the ball work. Bird's picking up some really good positions in between that defensive midfield line. Torp is the player that's going to have to really mark him closely. Certainly encouraging signs better from Bristol City there.
Sun's come out at Ashton Gate for the first time today. Bristol City's 10th season in the Championship. Their best finish last season in 5 campaigns, ending up in 11th. And they'll want improvement on that this time out. Made a good start, 4 points from a possible 6. Free kick to Bristol City.
I've seen Armstrong make that run down the channels early on. That's the kind of ball that Bristol City maybe need to use earlier, just to try and make Coventry just drop back a little bit deeper, and that can create space for the likes of Bird and Twine Sykes into those little pockets of spaces.
Bristol City keeping possession. Sykes. He's done that really well. Just over the top, well defended by Latter Baudier, with Bird all over him.
Yeah, first time we've really seen Sykes up against JB well in those one-on-one situations, and that's what Bristol City need to do to move the ball quickly and allow those opportunities. Good defending there, facing towards your own goal. That little dink one into the 6-yard box, always a hard one to defend against.
It's the first corner of the afternoon, and it's gone to Bristol City. Here it comes.
It looks like a test, Oliver Dovin in the goal there to put it on top of him in that 6-yard box.
Dickey's the target. Enjoyed himself against Coventry last season, scored 2 goals in both of the games against Coventry, 1 in each game. He's the target, no doubt, from set pieces. Dickey forced to go back. Slight nudge in the back as well by Sims. Bristol City know if they win in this early afternoon kickoff, they go top of the championship. This is Twine. Bristol City will remain patient.
Yeah, they built themselves into the game a lot better. Maybe the first couple of minutes it was Mark Robbins' side. They did start on the front foot and had the early opportunity now, but you have to say that the momentum has swung to the home team and keeping the ball much better, using the width really, really well. Good movement off the ball.
It's got Bird and Twine almost playing behind Armstrong in the central area of the pitch, with Williams and Knight just behind him in a box. Dovin clears, slices his clearance. Young 22-year-old, signed this summer. The number 1 now at Coventry, Ben Wilson on the bench. Twine and Eccles. Eccles wins that occasion and finds Binks. Torp. Good pressing from the Bristol City forwards. Bird helping out Armstrong.
They seem to go back into a 4-4-2 shape without the ball, Bristol City. Bird and Armstrong pushing on the 2 centre halves when they get on the ball to try and force them to play long like that.
Eccles into Torp. Dispossessed. Wright gets there before Williams. Forced backwards once again. Coventry without a win in the Championship on their travels since the 29th of March. Since then, they've drawn 1, lost 3 of their last 4 visits away from the Ricoh Arena.
Yeah, they did struggle, didn't they, towards the back end of last season, of course. The FA Cup semi-final was big momentum of that, but I think they just maybe suffered. I think they lost 6 of their last 9 games, which, you know, hampered playoff maybe opportunities, but so everything was thrown into that FA Cup semi-final.
Pring fouled by Van Eyck. Williams picks out Armstrong. He's onside. 2 inside the penalty area. This is Twine. Only change made from Liam Manning, replacing Anis Mehmeti. Bird. Decent effort. Well dealt with by Dovin. Decent effort from Bird.
Yeah, really good effort there from the edge of the box there. I thought maybe the outball to Pring would have been the better option, but he had other ideas. Trying so hard, didn't they, just to try and get those little balls round the corner, and so the awareness to get on the half turn there, get on that left foot of his and take a shot towards goal.
First effort on target from either side, coming in the 14th minute. This is Tanner. Once again, well dealt with by Dovin.
I'm pretty sure that Mark Robins will be now speaking to his players to say they've got to be a lot better in the press, because at the moment they're way off the pace. Stoke City, they were the same away from home in terms of the way they pressed in their own half, and just at the moment now, Bristol City are just getting a little bit too much time and space, and when you're having shots 25 yards out from goal and you're not being pressed, it's certainly going to be an alarming thing as a defence.
I thought on the second effort, Dovin dealt with it really well. It was over the top. He was kindly blindsided by Binks.
It was a good save in the end from him. Sometimes you see it late in the way that these balls move now. Got a good parry away from goal.
So 2 shots on target for Bristol City in a matter of seconds. They've settled the better in the opening 15 minutes. And this is Pring. Just as I say that, they give the ball away, but it's a deflection. So it's a throw into Bristol City. Bird. Early test then for the Coventry goalkeeper.
I think it's also important when you have good possession and you're kind of getting to better chances created that then you have to start testing the goalkeeper. Bristol City have finally done that.
Armstrong, everything to his right. Doesn't get the better of Van Eyck, and out of frustration, fouls him.
Yeah, good defending there from the full-back in those one-on-one areas. You're trying to show him down the line, but just keeping an eye on the ball just to try and get that little touch, because physically you're not really going to push Armstrong off the ball.
Slightly concerned from what he's witnessed so far.
He always has high demands, doesn't he, of his sides, the way that they play, the energy levels that they play at, that's brought them a lot of success, and just at the minute they're just a little bit off it.
And that was just shown by Williams. Seemed to come off the hand of Torp. This is right. Oh, he's done well. Sims, not far away. That's better from Coventry and Haji Wright.
Well, they've got Haji Wright twice now in those one-on-one situations against George Tanner, and he's had the better of him. This time he went on, the first time on the inside, and now he went on the outside there, just trying to bend that in with his left foot.
That slight nudge by Dickey on right probably proved crucial. Eccles from the Coventry Academy, Coventry born. Sakamoto hasn't managed to get a foothold in the game at the moment.
They've certainly looked more dangerous down that left-hand side, Coventry, when they've had those opportunities in those one-on-one areas. He's working hard, Sakamoto, to try and get on the ball, but haven't found that balance yet to also get him in one-on-one situations up against Pring.
Bristol City dominating the overall possession, 57%. 2 shots and 2 shots on target. Stinging the palms of Oliver Doven. Sakamoto. Sims inside the penalty area, joined by Wright. Sykes clears. Tussle off the ball between Binks and Armstrong. Binks has got himself up, but Armstrong's still down.
He's always trying to run those channels, isn't he? He feels the foul's being given. Surprised he thinks he's going to get the foul himself. On the defenders' union there.
Just a bit of wrestling, Greco style, between Binks and Armstrong. Free kick to Coventry. This is Torp. Sims and Sakamoto lurking inside the penalty area. Dickey with the clearance. Coventry just starting to find a bit of possession. Eccles plays it behind Bidwell. Sims asked to run the channels.
He's working hard up there, but haven't really quite got the service into him so far. That's really pleasing to see. The drop shot, he's trying to run in behind. First time they're trying to find him with that ball into the channel.
Good battle between Armstrong and Van Eyck. Latibodiet came across and committed the foul, so it's a free kick to Bristol City.
Yeah, he's relentless, isn't he? It's an area of the game that he's so strong at. Draws in the foul, really good centre-forward play.
Twine over this free kick. Viner and Dickey, the 2 centre-halves, come to join. Dickey and Viner will be the target. Punched away. And Latibodier still down after the clearance from his goalkeeper.
Yeah, felt the force, didn't he, of his goalkeeper, but that's what you like to see from over there, coming out, dominating your box early. It's a good decision to come and punch. Sometimes you'll see a goalkeeper stay on the line and it really does cause a lot of confusion, but strong punch. That's the body, yeah, they're just feeling the full force of it.
There's been some pundits this week talking about his height as a centre-half, and I did think to myself, everyone's forgotten about Fabio Cannavaro.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the way now, isn't it, that people look at centre-halves traditionally, 6'2", 6'3", big, strong.
Reads the game well.
Yeah. No, he's quick in the balls in behind. He's a player that reads the game well, as you mentioned. I mean, in fairness now, the game's played a lot more on the floor, and back in my day, a clearance was seen as a good pass.
Lazy. This is Twine. Got away with that.
Yeah, I think that's where you're talking about the tempo of the game now from Coventry. Slow on the ball, slow in the press.
Bristol City do this really well, using the full width of the pitch. Fortunate there, Knight. Sakamoto won the ball back fairly. Final with a clearance. Bristol City unbeaten against Coventry in the last 2 home league matches. They've won 1 and drawn 1. Tasted defeat though a couple of weeks ago, around about 10 days ago in the League Cup, but not in the Championship. And after 25 minutes, they've been the better of the 2 sides. Binks, cushion header back to his goalkeeper. And that typifies the first 25 minutes for Coventry.
Fair point. Yeah, fair point there.
Twine coming in field. Nearly received it back.
I think just as a team now as Coventry, you just got to kind of dig in deep a little bit. You're not playing well. Just have to see this little period out.
A vast difference from that opening 30 minutes at home to Oxford, and that was Armstrong. And Dovin's gone down, he seems to be hurt. Armstrong was onside. Top save from Dovin, he's hurt, so is Armstrong.
Yeah, he's brave into going for the ball. I think both players have every single right to go for it. Brilliant play there. And Twine that puts the ball in, it's the follow through afterwards. So Armstrong just gets there first with the ball. It's just a follow through there, and it's going to be a sore one.
Yeah, fingers crossed for both of them. You could feel that clash. Bravery from both Dovin saving and Armstrong with the effort. Dovin seems to be okay. Armstrong still feeling the effects.
He was certainly fully committed to the challenge. Both of them were. He does get to the ball first, Armstrong, so he's got every right to do it. But it's really good play again. Twine's picking up some really good positions. That strength and power that he's got. It's the clash of knees, isn't it?
Yeah, really alert goalkeeping from Dovin. He's made 3 saves in this first half. 2 from outside the penalty area, and now 1 from inside. Liam Manning will be the happier of the 2 managers so far, without doubt.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the first few minutes I thought Coventry started better. They had the early opportunity. And then after that, Mark Robbins' side have lost control of the ball, they've lost control of the game, and Bristol City have played really, really good football. They've used the space, they've used the width really well. I think Bird and Twine are coming into the game a lot more in those central positions, in that little space. And now they're creating opportunities. That's the first time really they've had that defence splitting pass in behind Coventry. He's pulled out another save of him, but it's good to see that Armstrong back on his feet again.
Yeah, he knows he's got competition for the forward position at the club this season with Falu Mayulu. He's come twice off the bench and scored twice. Armstrong opened his account last week in the 4-3 win over Millwall. Won't want to come off when you know you've got such fierce competition just behind you.
Exactly. So you work hard through pre-season and you work hard for that opportunity to lead the line.
Armstrong still off the pitch. So Bristol City at the moment down to 10 men. When the referee allows, he'll rejoin the action. And there he comes sprinting back on. Bristol City work it out. This is Bird onto Sykes. Very patient build-up from the home side. Bird. Well intercepted by Van Eyck. Williams gets across.
That's what you need to do when your fullback goes forwards. Spring down that left-hand side. If that ball's not going to get through to your fullback, then that counter's certainly going to be on. That's where your defensive midfielder comes across and really reads the danger well. Good tackle there from him.
Sims wins the corner for Coventry.
Yeah, done really well there. Just to make a poor ball into a good ball. He's been a willing runner through this first half. Frustration, but I have to give him full credit because he's kept working hard. He's kept working hard. Giving his side something now.
Their first corner of the game. Torp will take it. Rodoni, Torp.
Certainly went off the training ground there. Yeah, Mark Sykes really good to read that one to the near post and you get drawn towards the ball and mark that space really well.
Just about managed to keep onside. Binks is dangerous from these situations for Coventry. Good block by Tanner. Given away by Eccles. Armstrong. Good defending from Coventry.
Yeah, Bidwell there coming across really well. Read the danger. It's one of those ones you can easily give away a foul. But he did well to get goal sides, make a real timely challenge.
Eccles was ponderous in midfield. Bristol City on the counter-attack. Latter tidying up for the error from Eccles. Real lethargic first half hour from the visitors. Didn't see this coming after their performance against Oxford United.
Yeah, no, not really. So you look at the quality of goals that they scored, and say scoring that late winner always builds confidence and helps the side, but just at the minute they can't get going. Misplaced pass that's led to a counter-attack, being caught on the ball in midfield. And at the moment they are very, very fortunate that they're still in this game at 0-0. Eccles being caught, but he did really well there. Jabiel using all of his experience, because when you get there you could be in a slight panic there to go across and make a challenge, but he doesn't. Uses that determination to get goal side and still stay on his feet.
Yeah, it was Bidwell who tied it up and not Latte Baudier. Donny coming deep. Ten minutes to play in the first half. Sakamoto using his body well. Van Eyck in support. Needs to be dealt with. This is right. And now Bidwell. Torp tries to get there, but he's committed a foul. And it's a free kick to Bristol City.
Well, they still have to be aware that Coventry's still got good quality going forwards. Just a little hanging ball there. 6-1, isn't it? I think Dickey did well there just to hold his position. Torp's got every right there to go for the ball. I think it might be in a hand that gives away the free kick.
Victor Torp signed for Coventry in January of this year. Twine wanted to take the throw in a hurry. Armstrong was his target. One back by Pring. Williams. Coventry just cannot get going. And off the ball, push and shove between Wright and Tanner. Tanner with some space. Armstrong, headed away by Latter Baudier. Wasn't far away. Armstrong from connecting with that cross, well defended by Latabodier.
He did well there. I think he'd be frustrated that his side haven't managed to find themselves a goal for the dominance of possession that they've had and the chances that they've created.
I think he'll know, surely Coventry can't play as badly in the second 45
You'd
minutes.
like to think so. In the midfield, you look at Eccles and Torp, they haven't quite dominated the ball anywhere near enough against a possession-based side like Bristol City.
Knight onto Pring. Can he get a good delivery in? Well defended at the near post by Latabodier.
Well, he's been decent, Latabodier, in that first half so far. Good defending in that near post. Good run, though, from Armstrong to force the cross to go into that area with his movement.
Finer and Dickey once again join the attack. Comes out to Bird from a different angle. Try to search out Dickey. Only forced to go back to his goalkeeper. Late by Bidwell, and the first booking of this first half and match goes to Jake Bidwell.
Yeah, no complaints there with the yellow card. Just one of those ones you think you're going to get to. Sykes just gets there before him.
First booking of the season for Bidwell. Williams with the free kick. It's chalk and cheese from Coventry from their victory over Oxford and even their performance against Stoke. Armstrong's been in the wars in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, he's a defender's nightmare because he's always looking for those lost causes, he's always running the channels, he's always being physical every time a ball goes up to both centre halves. Never really get a moment's rest. And he's got a good rawness about him, something that I'm sure Liam can just try and mould him into a good finisher, as well as his work rate, and try and blend those two attributes together.
Scrappy from Coventry. Bidwell didn't control a routine pass from Binks. O'Leary making the extra man. Bird's been fouled, plays continued. Armstrong.
Yeah, credit to the referee. I thought he played a really good advantage there. Could have quite easily blown for the free kick. Again on the front foot, Bird just gets there before Binks, and then, I mean, the angle's always working against him. Sinclair Armstrong, but he's been a threat in this first half. Just on that left foot of his there, just dragging it wide of the post.
He'll be pleased with what he's seen, but disappointed they're not in the lead.
That's a fair reflection. Yeah, I think he'll be pleased with a lot of things that he's seen, but I think he'll be frustrated that his side haven't managed to take control of the game going into half-time and have a goal for the good work that they've done. Yes, Coventry have been poor. I'm sure Mark Robins at the moment will take the 0-0 going into half-time, get with his players, regroup, and I just think they need to be slightly better on the ball, control the ball slightly better, because at the minute it's just been given away far too frequently.
He's got options from the bench. Mark Robins got good depth now in this Coventry squad. Right, using his body. Still right. Takes a slight deflection off Finer.
Well, it has been every now and then, but when he's got in those one-on-one situations against Tannett, I'd certainly favour him more. He's either created something or he's done something with the ball, and Coventry need to do that a lot more in that second half, and that really starts from moving the ball slightly quicker than what they're doing.
Well found by O'Leary. This is Pring. Twine checks over his shoulder. Knight. Headed away by Bidwell. Tanner first to the ball. Twine. Pushed in the back. That was lazy by Rodoni. He wasn't going anywhere, Twine. Eccles was there in support, but it's a free kick in a dangerous area of the pitch for Bristol City.
Yeah, it's a cheap free kick to be given away there. Rodoni just working hard there, but the two hands in the back there. Twine feels the contact, you're going to go down. Well, it's a fair distance out still. Bowman in the wall was certainly expecting a shot towards his goal, the way that he's setting up this wall.
Into stoppage time at the end of the first half. Three minutes of injury time, and it's Twine who's placing the ball down very carefully. To his right is Bird. Dovin waits in anticipation. This is Twine. Fisted away by Dovin.
Yeah, good free kick there from him. I'll say that to take something very, very special to score from that distance. It's a routine save there from the goalkeeper. I think he'd be disappointed to be beaten from that distance, however.
Twine with the corner. Oh, what a wonderful goal that is! Some strike from George Tanner. And Bristol City lead in injury time at the end of the first half. Superb!
Well, they've been knocking throughout this first half, and finally, for all their efforts, it's come from an unlikely source, I must say. However, take nothing away from this technique. Uses the laces so well. The amount of time and space he's got there, that's a quality strike. A wonder strike from George Tanner. Take a bow. Brilliant technique there, brilliant goal, and a deserved goal as well for Bristol City.
His last goal was on the 2nd of October 2021. And his manager won't mind if he waits another 3 years, if he can score again like that. Absolutely brilliant. And they deserve that.
100%, yep. I mean, Mark Robins would have been dying for that half-time whistle just to get in at 0-0, get to his players. Bristol City have just got stronger and stronger, and I felt they felt maybe going into half-time 0-0, slightly unjustified. However, if you're going to score a goal to break the deficit, then that's the type of goal you're going to score. But he'll be frustrated, his side have not been at the races.
they'll be frustrated as well from the push in the back by Rodoni on Twine, which ended up being a corner, and the goal resulted from that corner. This is Wright. And the referee blows for half-time as Knight defended that cross from Wright. And it's all about George Tanner, a 24-year-old right fullback. Scored a goal that any footballer in the world will be proud of. A right-footed volley from just outside the penalty area. Some goal. And that is the difference between the two sides at half-time here at Ashton Gate. Goal coming in stoppage time. George Tanner, Bristol City 1, Coventry City 0.